One failure that I have often, or not often, but on occasion, is it stops extruding. This was about, I don't know, 8 hours into a 12-hour print. So I've got an idea on how to save this part. So what I did is I went into the G code and, well, first I took some, I left that on. I didn't take it off the bed, I left it on. I took some dial calipers with the depth gauge, and I very precisely measured exactly how tall it was. And I went into the G code and I deleted from first layer to that layer. So I'm going to push this home here, and I reloaded the G code, which theoretically the G code will have the home point, and then the first move will be to raise the Z axis up to that next level, and then it should continue. So I'm going to watch this and see how it works. I didn't even think about recording this part of it, but this is that top half. So like I said, I just went into the G code here, and where it goes from, let's see, it's line 23. So here's homing the axis here, and at 23 was where it told it to go to, let's see, well, here's 22 where it raises at the 0.2. And at 23 is where it told it to go to the first XY coordinate. But I deleted from line 23 here, from line 23 all the way to line 299,898. And I deleted all of that. So it's going to take the Z axis to 55.2, which what I measured on the remaining part, that's pretty much perfectly right where it should be, I hope. If I'm off a little bit, it'll hit it and mess up, or it'll be too high and it'll be a little bit of a gap, but we'll see how it goes. All right, we'll find out here in just a second if my plan works. Alright, so it should go all the way up. So far so good. I was afraid at this point it might just start moving. I mean, it shouldn't, theoretically, because looking at the G code, it should have been fine. So I guess the big question is, did I hit the right level? I can't believe I might have just got lucky. As long as I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that, because I don't know if, because I used Cura when I first started printing it the first time. I used Cura, but the problem with Cura is I couldn't see if there was a way to modify the G code. So I modified the G code in Repeater Host. So I'm assuming that Cura and Repeater Host positioned the part in the exact same place on the bed, which it looks like it did. I might have just got away with that. I can't believe that. I'm sure there'll be a little remnant of where it was. I mean, it looks like, yeah, I might have just got really lucky. All right, well, I'll show you what the finished part looks like. All right, so I didn't get as lucky as I'd hoped. I missed it by maybe 2 layers. If I would have restarted a G code like maybe 2 layers down, it would have been perfect. However, even when I noticed it was off, I can fill that. What I do is I take some scrap plastic, this is PLA by the way, and I take some Plastistruct Bondine, this is styrene and ABS solvent, and you mix in some scrap plastic into the solvent. This jar is about, I don't know, a quarter full. So I just put a bunch of scrap plastic in it to make like a paste. So if we take a look at this, it's just this like melted plastic stuff that you can then use to fill in the gaps. So what you can do is you can take some masking tape and just put right on the edge, put some of that stuff in there and squeeze it in and wipe it off smooth, take your tape off, and that makes seams like that almost completely invisible. If you know what you're looking for and you look close enough, you can see it. And obviously it depends on how big the gap is. Like this one here would have been more noticeable, but right in here you would never notice at all. So I'm thinking I'm good. I'm fine. I can leave that, and that would be fillable. But then the last little bit here shifted, and from about here to here it like shifted over. And by the time I caught it, it was too late to try to reshift it. I was going to try to carve that back down and fill that in, but with all this around here, it's like, no. You know, if I was sanding this smooth and painting it, then I would do that. But the guy I'm building this for, he likes the 3D printed look. And so he wanted it to be 3D printed. He doesn't mind a few seams. And I told him there would be 3 seams because I'm doing this in 4 pieces. Because that's the only way I could really fit in a printer that well. So again, that one I would have been okay filling, but with that and this that close to each other, I decided to just try to reprint it. So anyways, but I do believe that that is a valid attempt to try to fix it when your extruder fails. Now, hopefully I won't ever have to do that again, because I went ahead and bit the bullet and I bought the tunnel, is it tunnel or tunnel? Something like that, not toenail. We'll say tunnel. Filament monitor. It's Tunnell. It's the guy's last name. So it's not like a tunnel you drive through, it's the guy's last name. But this particular filament monitor actually has a rotary encoder. So if it stops moving, like if you ran out of filament or if it jammed or whatever, it'll just pause the printer, sound a little alarm, so you can then go resolve the issue and keep printing. So hopefully when I get that, I ordered it last night. They said it's a 2 to 6 week waiting time. So hopefully when I get that, I won't have to deal with that anymore. But just in case any of you have problems with failed printing, you know, it's a shame to throw away 8 hours worth of print. Just go back into the G-code, delete where it started, and just start reprinting. And if you measure accurately and you get it started in the right spot, you know, I think it's worth a try. But I'll let you know how that tunnel monitor works when I get it. But until then, I'm going to end this one here. This will be a short video, hopefully, just to give you guys something to think about, and just to let you know that it is possible to do that. You need a little bit of luck. But anyways, I'll stop talking. I think you get the point. So as always, thanks for watching.